in this video. Fabio Quartararo and Joan Mir already worried about Ducati dominance next year. Jack Miller hypes up the Ducati Desmo Cedici GP22 and Shinichi Sahara puts an end to rumors of Davide Brivio's return. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. At the final outing of the season, Ducati made history with their first ever podium lockout. The way the Ducatis dominated throughout the weekend at the tight and twisty Valencia circuit no less has the 2020 and 2021 world champions worried for the next year already. As the riders get close to getting the taste of their respective 2022 machinery, the one thing on top of the wish list of both Fabio Quartararo and Joan Mir is horsepower and top speed. Not even making an attempt to hide his worries about the Ducatis, Fabio Quartararo said. Everyone said before the weekend that this was not going to be a track for Ducati. Now we are smarter. They have taken 1-2-3. Ducati have taken a giant step this year despite the engine freeze, and that scares me when I think about the next season. I have a lot of thoughts in my head right now, but I should let Yamaha work. They know what to do and I should enjoy my world title. But it is true that we are not entirely sure for 2022 because Ducati has really come a long way. In the race, I was at my maximum, but we reached our limits there. It is difficult to understand. Ducati have more engine power and we have to work on that. But now they are better in the corners also. Through the first part of the race, Joan Mir appeared to be able to keep up with the Ducatis, but as the race progressed, he faded away in the distance, and unlike the 2020 season when Ducatis used to start fading towards the end and Mir used to make advances, this time Mir continued to drop while Ducatis remained constant. Speaking about that, a very frustrated Joan Mir said, "I am very disappointed. After the warm-up session, I thought this was going to be our day, but in the end, there was nothing we could do. Compared to Ducati, I did not have any advantage which I could leverage to fight them. It is a frustrating situation. In the race, I found myself in the middle of Ducatis with no possibility of making ground on them. It started well. I overtook Pecco and Miller too, but when I got overtaken by Miller, I realized that the race was over." Speaking about the incredible improvements in Ducati from last year, Mir continued. "Last year, I could see some weak points, but now, despite all the power, which previously at the end of the race forced them to manage the tires that used to wear out more quickly and therefore to be more careful when cornering, all this doesn't happen anymore. On the contrary, it seems that instead of losing performance, they gain in the last stage of the race. I cannot understand why, and it worries me. I am able to be fast with different riding styles, but I don't see a weak point to exploit. With 8 of those Desmo rockets next year, things are not going to improve for their competitors unless they can find some significant improvements of their own." And before we move on to other stories, although the racing has stopped for a few months, the stories won't stop in the winter break and neither will I. So stay tuned for all the off-season stories and consider subscribing if you like what you see here. Now back to the stories. After taking 2 wins and another 3 podiums in 2021, Ducati's Jack Miller is completely hyped up on the package underneath him. And while the other riders are already worried by the strengths of GP21, Jack further hyped up the GP22 to pile up some additional off-season pressure on his opponents. Speaking about the historic Ducati 1-2-3, Jack started. "I am proud to be a part of this history-making podium. 3 Ducatis in top 3 is just fantastic. It's fantastic for them, it's fantastic for the team, fantastic for the engineers because they have worked so hard. I know when I joined MotoGP in 2015, if you asked whether you would like to hop on a Ducati, you would say not really. But now everybody wants to be on a Ducati." When asked about the strong end of the season for Ducati, Pecco Bagnaia and Jack himself, Jack said, "All that and you haven't seen the 2022 bike yet. Wait till we roll that bad boy out." And after the hard year Suzuki have had, in addition to their shortcomings on the track, it seems that they have suffered from the absence of Davide Brivio or a team manager in general. There have been quite a lot of rumors for quite some time now suggesting the return of Brivio to Suzuki. But Suzuki MotoGP project leader Shinichi Sahara has put an end to those rumors once and for all. Speaking about filling the team manager position, Sahara-san said, "I am trying to make a new structure for next year to invite a new team manager from outside. At the moment we are in the final stages to fix this, but I can't say anything more about this." And squashing the possibility of Brivio's return to Suzuki, Sahara-san continued, "Davide is still my good friend. I sometimes speak with him on the phone, even during a race weekend. I really want him to have successful years in Formula 1. And in the future, I hope we work again in the same team. But next year, this is not the way for us." If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.